David, how did you see tonight's 2-1 victory over Crusaders here at Windsor Park?
Hard fought. We weren't at our best. That was clear. We were nowhere near the standard where we were on Saturday. We probably didn't get the bounce effect coming off the game, and the performance and the result and the comeback. The electricity in the game was obviously a little bit different tonight, which is understandable. It was, the crowd was down a little bit in terms of numbers, but really pleased with the effort. They put a lot into it, and eventually found a way. It wasn't the most glamorous game, but again, when you play against Crusaders, it can be difficult, but we found a way to win the game.
You mentioned there about finding the way to win. Sometimes in the title race, it's all about finding the way to win and important moments.
That's important. It's important that we do that. It's important we've done it previously. That when you're not at your best, sometimes you have to find moments. I think we had enough moments in the second half where we probably should have got the third and potentially fourth. We probably let them off the hook a little bit. But overall, considering the effort that we put in late Saturday night to come and work equally as hard, but maybe not as effective tonight. Let's call it that. And to get the 3 points is it's crucial.
For your time at the club now, over 1,000 goals at your tenure, something I'm sure you and the coaching staff are very proud of.
Yeah, again, I'm not one for tracking records all the time. You get told about certain sort of milestones, etc., and whatever else. I know there was a bit in tonight about how many games that I've been here, and I always said at the start, listen, if I had managed Linfield for half a season or one season, that may have been enough in terms of fulfilling ambitions and fulfilling sort of a boyhood sort of dream. It was one of the clubs I supported: Man United, Rangers, Northern Ireland, and Linfield as a boy, and I played for the others and managed Linfield. So maybe one day, if we're struggling with numbers out there, you never know. If I get myself in a little bit better condition, who knows? Maybe pull on the blue jersey one day.
You had a little bit of a mishap in the first half.
3 times.
You had a fight with
the chair.
Dugout seat. Yeah.
I think that was a chair that I probably previously kicked. And probably on his last legs, but I sat on it just as well. It was me and maybe not one or two of the other staff members, but and then I come again and I didn't realise that it was basically up and I slid down and again. So I think it was the third time eventually before Gary Ross eventually put a towel on it to warn me not to sit, because the game when you're out there and you're heat of the moment and you're caught up in the game, sometimes you forget. So
it brought a smile to your face anyway.
I know it did. It was probably the only smile that I had tonight, because there was a lot of frustration there tonight. Again, Fitzy's red card is, for me, it's not a second yellow. We were told at the start of the season about meeting a certain criteria for second yellows. I don't think that was the case. The lad came in the blind side of him. I don't think there was any malice in it. I don't think there was any force in it. There was certainly not that much intention in it, because he couldn't see him. So that's a frustrating one now, because again, Fitzy getting booked earlier in the game would have meant that he would have missed the Ballymena game next week for 5 yellows. But as it is now, we miss Fitzy now for a crucial game now on Friday night. A game tonight. Listen, we pushed Linfield, and again, for those questioning, and I know there is because I've seen it. We pushed Linfield when this game was to be rearranged. We wanted it next Tuesday after the Irish Cup, and this was before the Glentoran game was made. But I think we're shocked. I think I'm surprised that, again, we played equally the amount of games as others, but we were basically forced to play this on a Tuesday night. And again, when the draw was made, we asked Linfield for, could we move it to whatever, for fairness, integrity. There was no other games played tonight. I'm surprised that the Glentoran game wasn't played tonight. The generator let them down against Larne, but there was an opportunity, I thought, for both teams to play on the Tuesday before going into a really important game. So we've said the players in there will need to go again and use it. Use a little bit of the tough mentality, the siege mentality that we have, and turn up at the Oval with what we have. Sam looks as if he's struggling. We're already down quite a few in numbers, but hopefully we can use a little bit of that for a tough game on Friday night.
You mentioned the siege mentality there. Just how important is that going to be going to the Bet McLean and hopefully going into the next round of the Irish Cup? Yeah,
huge. And again, it's something that we try and use quite a bit. We know the challenges of Glentoran. They're in really good form. They've won won the first trophy in a number of years, and you've seen what it meant to everybody. The success that they brought at Seaview. So we need to basically refresh after tonight's tough game, coming off the back of Saturday's game, and go and put in the effort that we always normally do.
And finally, David, how much would you read into being 19 points clear at this moment in time?
Absolutely none. Again, I think that puts us again on paper. When you look at it, yeah, okay, but Larne, when they win all their games, or if they do win all their games, are basically 4 points. So it's game by game in terms of the league. We change competitions now on Friday night, and as I say, I don't think anybody looks at the league table. Of course, people look and sort of suggest that we're 19 points clear. We're not. Glentoran win their 2 games in hand, it's back to 13. Larne win the games in hand, it's back to 4. So concentrate. Well,
congratulations on a massive 3 points tonight, and thanks very much for taking time out to join us. Thanks, David.
Good morning.